Radar, a magic word, born of a world conflict. Modest in its beginning, its only function was to warn of the approach of an enemy. A mere shadow across the screen, and batteries of guns were automatically set off, messengers of death sent screaming into the skies to fight off the intruders. This was Radar in war. But with the peace came new discoveries for this 20th century magic. A lurking iceberg in the path of an unsuspecting ocean liner once spelled grave disaster on the high seas. Now, thanks to Radar, a warning is flashed ahead and the danger averted. Then, too, vast deposits of valuable minerals buried deep in the earth through the ages are being uncovered continually with the aid of Radar. Where formerly human lives were so needlessly wasted, scaling mountaintops or crossing desert wastelands, now, with the help of Radar, nature's innermost secrets are being made known to man with a minimum of effort. The future of Radar, who can foretell it? Already images are being flashed across wide spaces, extending the range of human vision beyond belief. A prophecy of the unlimited possibilities of Radar, particularly in the field of scientific crime detection, is the modest purpose of the picture you are about to witness.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Hamilton.
Good morning, Tom. Any report on the supplies that disappeared from the Beulah Air Base?
Our Wiley beam picked up something off the African coast. The Navy moved in and nabbed a gunrunner that was trying to smuggle equipment in.
Well, that's one case we can write off. How about the mineral deposits reported in Alaska?
Oh, got a negative reaction. Low-grade duralite.
Well, at least we saved them the cost of a crew of geologists.
We saved them more than that. We increased the total fish catch in this country by thousands of tons.
I heard about that. How did it happen?
Well, one of our instruments got a strange signal about 500 feet below the surface. Turned out to be a large school of fish. We turned the information over to one of the fishing companies, and now they're talking about installing radar on all of their ships.
I've always maintained there's no limit to the possibilities of radar. Has Bill Travis reported in?
Yes, sir. He thinks he has a lead on the murder gun in the Allen case.
We'd have an open and shut case if he can dig up that gun.
Whoever invented this seeing eye gadget sure had it in from me. We've been covering this highway for 50 miles, not a sign of the gun.
Ah, quit griping. If we don't find it here, we'll quit.
Now you're talking.
And come back tomorrow. Look, we've got to find it. See what's cooking.
I know, my aching feet. Hey, look. This thing is picking up a metallic reaction.
It could be the gun. We know that Allen made his getaway over this road.
Perfect spot to hide a gun if you ask me.
Look, keep working that thing and let me know when you hit the exact spot.
All right.
Okay, say when.
Move, over, more. Come on, move. There you are, that's it.
Headquarters is very pleased with the help we gave in the Allen case.
That's nice of them. At least it shows that with the improvements we've made in the telemeter, we can work hand in glove with any branch of the government.
And it should be a blow to organized crime, too, once they realize we can keep a check on them.
I hope so. But there's still a lot of legwork we do that could be eliminated.
That's for me. I don't like leg work, unless, of course...
Well, what do you expect to do? Stay home in bed and have radar do all the work?
That's not a bad idea.
Look, what we need is more equipment. A lot of the stuff we do could be done a lot better by radar, especially guesswork.
That's only a matter of time. After all, we're infants in this new field of scientific detection. We must crawl before we can walk.
Walk. Don't mention walk, please.
Okay, but you can't blame me for dreaming.
No, not at all. And a lot of those dreams have come true in the last few years. Like the image we get on our screen.
And to think that Dick Tracy used it before it was invented.
And don't forget Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers.
Anything special today? The White House surprise. Sounds interesting. I'll order later.
Hello? Yeah, fine. I'll take it from here, honey. See you later. Lila's cooked up another job for us. Should pay off in a big way.
When do we start?
We'll meet here in a couple of hours. I'll have the whole layout worked out for us.
Well, it might be a long time between meals. I think I'll put on the feedback.
I wish I was in love with a gal that worked in a restaurant. Free eat.
Yeah?
Hey, Pillbox, you want to go to lunch with me?
Oh, no. Doctor's orders. I got to take my fresh air, deep breathing exercises.
You know the window's closed.
Huh?
I said the window was closed.
Oh, you got to open it?
Oh.
Pardon me, is this booth taken?
Blackie. Gee, I'm glad to see you.
Me too. We're going on that job this afternoon.
Yeah, I know.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy? If this pans out, we'll have enough dough to get married and blow this town.
Do you mean that?
Well, that's what I've been telling you all the time. One more good job and we can quit this racket. Looks like this is it.
I'm so happy. Oh, be careful, honey.
Yeah, I will.
Come in. Let me sit down.
How'd you get this?
I told you about the plant I had at the restaurant. Well, a lot of important people eat there, and eventually some of them talk.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder how I ever got along without you.
And I was beginning to wonder when you were going to realize it.
Yes? Yes, I'll get on it right away.
What's up?
It's a truckload of radioactivated U-238. It's headed for our local atomic plant.
U-238?
It's a highly potential ingredient for atomic energy. It can be used in commercial and military use. It'll revolutionize our power plants. We have orders to keep it under closest surveillance. See if you can contact it.
Yes, sir. There it is.
Why, it doesn't have an escort.
It's a closely guarded secret. I think they're very wise not calling attention to the shipment.
I still think it's too risky.
What's his bearing?
Highway 13, heading east.
Tell him to proceed at once to the depot.
Yes, sir.
Look, supposing Static and I go out and keep an eye on him, just in case.
Okay, call me when you get the depot.
Okay.
Notify the truck that a radar car will meet them en route.
Yes, sir. Calling OX2.
We'll watch for him along the road. I'll flash you as soon as he picks us up.
Right.
There's the tunnel. It should take them about 20 minutes to reach the depot. Keep in touch with them till they get there.
Yes, sir. OX3. Calling OX3. Come in, OX3. Calling OX3.
This is OX3. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cut over to Highway 13.
Certainly taking that truck a long time to get through that tunnel.
Here it comes now.
Take that next side road, Benson.
Why is he turning off that highway?
Maybe it's a shortcut.
He's just obeying orders. Try to get through to him. Tell him to get back on the highway.
Yes, sir.
OX2, come in. Calling OX2, come in.
No, it's no use. The set must be fouled up. Well, we're losing him now. He's getting out of our beam.
Send out an alert. Notify Bill of his change of direction. Keep trying to get him back on the screen.
Yes, sir. OX3. Come in, OX3.
This is OX3. Go ahead. The dirt road 5 miles along Highway 13. Okay. Step on it.
Have any trouble?
I never knew what hit them.
You didn't knock them off.
Of course not. They're just out cold.
Well, dump them and head for the barn. I'll meet you there.
That must be it. Turn in there.
Let's go, Blackie.
Where are the boys?
Where's Blackie?
Squad car showed up, and I had to get away in a hurry. He couldn't make it.
Do you think they picked him up?
Must have.
It's a bad break for him, but a good break for us.
How do you figure that?
Won't have to cut the melon so thin.
Yeah, but suppose they start sweating him and he sings.
Don't worry about him singing. He's crazy about Marge, and he wouldn't want anything to happen to her. I'll meet you later at the apartment.
Okay.
They grabbed off one of my men, but we got the truck hidden in the barn. When do you want to pick it up?
You make it sound so easy.
Well, what's wrong with it?
The radar patrol. Where do you think those cops came from?
You can have it halfway across the ocean before they get wise.
Michael is right. They'd grab you the minute you made a move. They've got the whole town covered.
Looks like I'm outnumbered around here. Well, what do you think we ought to do?
My first suggestion is to get rid of that radar truck.
And then what?
I have a yacht about 6 miles up the river.
Well, that's interesting.
You can reach it from an old pier, about 20 miles out of town on the river road.
We need some help to get it aboard ship.
Just get it near that pier. My boys will take care of the rest.
And then I get paid, huh?
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I'd better not answer that. Look, we got it halfway to you. I want half the dough now. We're stepping out tonight, sugar.
I'm sorry. I promised Michael I'd,
I'll pick you up about 8, my dear. Sorry, Moran.
Remember me? I'm your boyfriend, Mickey Moran.
What's eating you anyway?
I don't like the way this deal is turning out.
You like his money, don't you?
Well, sure. What do you like about him?
He's the contact we need. I'm just as anxious as you to get this job over with so we can all be paid off. Your jealousy is going to ruin everything.
Now, look, baby, when this job is over, you figure on combing Loverboy out of your hair with a fine-tooth comb.
You got anything out of the prisoner?
No, not a peep.
I'm having them check the files for a possible lead. He may have a record.
Anybody we know?
What? Who? No, it's just a picture that I got out of his little black book.
Whose little black book?
Well, you know, the guy we picked up, the fellow on the road.
Where did you get it?
Well, I think he dropped it. I picked it up off of the floor.
You picked it up off the floor. You know, this may be the answer to our problem.
What is it?
Apparently one of his girlfriends. We might be able to learn a lot from her.
Who couldn't?
Check every restaurant in town. It shouldn't be tough running her down.
Yes, sir.
I know what I want.
If it isn't on the menu, we're not serving it.
I'm a friend of Blackie's.
I didn't catch your name.
I didn't throw it.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Yeah?
Hello, let me speak to Blackie. Yeah, this is Marge.
Blackie?
Oh, you mean he's in jail? I'll call you back later.
That was Marge. Said there's a guy down the restaurant claims he's a friend of Blackie's.
What'd he want?
Well, she didn't say. She just hung up. Why, anything wrong?
Maybe and maybe not. The cops could have got a line on it through Blackie.
Well, the sooner we unload the stuff and get our dough, the better I'll like it. What's this Michael guy stalling around for, anyway?
I don't know. It could be business, and then again it could be...
Lila.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I'll see if I can't get some action. Stick around.
Hey, boss, you going past Nifty's drugstore?
What's the matter? You sick again?
Oh, am I sick? I feel terrible. My head hurts. My pulse is 140 net. My low blood pressure is with hypertension, and my temperature is by the arrow Fahrenheit, and my stomach refuses to recognize the rest of me. It's sore. And you ask me, am I sick?
All right, what do you want me to get you?
Bubble gum.
After you get the material out of the country, what are you planning to do?
First, we haven't got the stuff out of the country. Second, you ask too many questions.
I'm sorry, Michael. Is everything still as we planned?
We've talked this over several times. Nothing's changed.
Moran phoned and said they got rid of the truck. He ought to be here any minute.
Well, I don't want him to find me here. Phone me as soon as you get rid of him.
Well, did you have any trouble getting rid of the truck?
Of course not. If I hadn't listened to Loverboy, we could have unloaded the truck at the same time and got paid off.
He's just as anxious as you to get his hands on that material.
Well, I hope for his sake that's all he wants to get his hands on. What'd he say that yacht was?
About 6 miles up the river.
Well, you tell Michael when you see him there'll be a small load on the way to his boat in a couple of hours. If we get through, we'll have the rest of it there by tonight.
Are you out of your mind? Just because you're sore at him, there's no use ruining everything.
We didn't have any trouble hijacking the truck in the first place.
I still say, let Michael do the thinking on this job.
He's not thinking fast enough for me. He's stalling. I want action. I'm going to get it.
Crazy fool.
No, he may get away with it. The authorities might not expect us to make any moves so quickly.
And if he doesn't, and they grab him with the load, then what?
He said he was going to move only a small part of the material. If anything happens, we'll still have plenty of it left and no Mr. Moran to annoy us.
How about some scotch?
Why not?
And the phone was listed in the name of Moran.
Anything on him in our records?
Yeah, quite a record of arrests, but we've never been able to make any of them stick.
Have Static cover the apartment.
Yes, sir.
You know, Pillbox, you don't stop reading that medical book, you're going to become a hypochondriac.
Keep religion out of this. I'm a sick man. I just come from the doctor.
What'd he say?
$5.
No, I mean, what'd he tell you to do?
Come back tomorrow.
Didn't he give you a diagnosis?
Oh, no. He just told me what was wrong with me.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
It doesn't matter. There's always someone there to answer the phone. Yeah. Hey, Benson, I got a problem. I don't remember whether the doctor told me to take 5 pills at 8 o'clock or 8 pills at 5 o'clock.
Why don't you play safe and take 13?
Oh, no. I'm superstitious. 13 pills. A rattle. Hiya, boss. You got my bubble gum?
How'd you make out?
I told Lila we'll start moving those cartons to the boat right away.
What's the layout?
Well, if we get through, we'll move the rest of them tonight and get paid off.
I don't know. I think we're sticking our necks out.
What do you want?
I just left Blackie.
Well, he's all right, ain't he?
Sure, he's all right, but what are you going to do about him?
Oh, Benson, see that he gets some spending money.
Forget that. What are you going to do about springing him?
Well, I suppose I could call up my friend the DA and ask him to release him. I need him on another job. Listen, Margie. We'll spring your boyfriend when we're ready and not before.
Well, it better be soon.
Is that a threat?
Maybe.
Well, don't try anything foolish. You might get hurt. Go see Michael. He's got all the dough. Come on.
There's something cooking. They were in awful hurry when they drove away.
Didn't you follow them?
No, I got hemmed in by a couple of cars, and by the time I worked my way out, they were gone.
You say you got every road out of town covered by a beam?
They haven't got a chance. The moment they make a move, I'll know it.
Suppose we start cruising. You can signal us if anything turns up.
Right.
We're going to head north. We'll be back in a couple of hours for another load. Meanwhile, you men lay low.
That's it?
It's that sedan heading north. License 031768.
Send out an alert, then try to get hold of Bill.
Yes, sir.
I can't figure out how Marge fits into this picture.
Well, all we know for sure is that she's Blackie's girlfriend. I hope for her sake she's not any deeper in this.
Sure looks like a nice kid.
OX3. Calling OX3.
This is OX3. Go ahead. River Highway heading north. License number 031768. Check. That looks like him there. Keep an eye on this thing. I'll see if I can spot the men. All right. We checked on the ownership of that car. Stolen about a week ago.
They'll be very leery about moving any of that material after this.
I don't think I'm going to wait for them to move.
Thanks for the lift.
Is Moran up there?
I don't know, but I'm supposed to meet him here.
Come in, I want to talk to you.
I don't remember having a date with you.
You will.
How'd you get in here?
Same way you did.
Well, what do you want?
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. It's about that car that was abandoned a while back.
What's that got to do with me?
You look like one of the boys that got away.
Lots of guys look like me. Sorry, you'll have to try a new attack.
That's a good suggestion. Let's go down to headquarters.
It's a bum rap, copper.
Mickey.
What are you doing here?
I just drove up with Benson.
Is he up there?
Yeah. How about Blackie?
Now, how about him?
Mind if I call my attorney?
Sure, go right ahead.
Checking up on that car we ditched.
They sure didn't waste any time. Wait a minute, not here. We'll take him down the back way. Let's get out of here.
Oh, there's a dead man!
It's all right, Myrtle. I'll take care of it.
Thank you!
What'd you use, a sledgehammer?
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't do it.
No, I don't think you're the type. Anyway, if you had, you wouldn't have stuck around to play nursemaid.
You hurt bad?
I'll live. Hey, wait a minute. You're Blackie's girl, aren't you?
That's no crime.
No. But it's a crime the way your friends are letting him take the rap for them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Put it this way. With Blackie in jail, they don't have to cut him in on the payoff. You don't call that playing it smart, do you?
What do you want me to do about it?
You help us, we'll help Blackie. Tell us who's behind this.
You mean if I talk, you'll release him?
I can't make any promises, but we'll do all we can.
Let me think it over.
Look, if you think your friends are going to be big-hearted and help Blackie, you're wasting your time.
Let me think it over, I said.
Then, just when I thought I had the situation under control, a roof fell in. When I came to, there was Blackie's girlfriend looking at me.
What a wonderful way to wake up.
I tried to get her to talk. Even promised to go easy on Blackie if she did. No soap. I think she's softening, though.
I hope so, for her sake. Wasn't such a good idea after all.
Too bad they didn't get Mickey, too.
Has he been around?
Not yet. I'm getting a little jittery about the whole thing myself. They seem to know every move we make.
You know where to reach Moran?
He must be at the barn.
Get him on the phone and have him come over. Got an idea I think might work.
Why don't you shut up? I'm sick of listening to you, always complaining. Why, you're probably healthier than I am.
Oh, I can't stand it anymore. This is the last straw. This joint is killing me. I'm getting out. I'm leaving. To get a drink of water. You want one? Yeah.
Was it anything important?
Oh, Lila wants to talk over something Loverboy's dreamed up.
Why don't we turn over the stuff to him right here and get the rest of our dough? The longer we hold on to it, the hotter it gets.
I tried to sell him on that idea, but he won't hold still. He wants to load on the yacht.
You don't suppose he's trying to pull a fast one on us, do you?
Hey, that's it. He might try to double-cross us, huh?
Keep your shirt on. I'll see what's cooking.
Well, then it looks like we can't do a thing until they move some more of the material.
That's right. Our beams are all transverse on a horizontal plane. Anything would have to cross in front of these beams first before we get a reaction.
But they may hold up for months. Look, if we put our equipment up high, we can spot them in no time, couldn't we?
You mean fly over the city in a plane?
Exactly.
Well, even if you could throttle down to 100 miles an hour, I'm afraid that'd be too fast for our outfit to pick up anything.
It doesn't have to be a plane.
No, how about a balloon?
Sure, a blimp or a helicopter. Anything that'll float right over the rooftops.
And beam down on the hidden material.
That's right.
I'll get busy on it right away. Get me the airfield. Pretty close call, eh, Moran?
I can't understand how they could spot me so quickly.
I told you they had the whole town covered with their radar. We can't make a move without ringing a bell.
That's exactly what I have in mind. Say we move another load of the material. They send out an alert, and the chase is on.
Now, wait a minute. We just tried that deal. Didn't pan out so good.
Why don't you wait till Michael tells you what he has in mind?
Okay. I'm listening.
As I started to say, we load a couple of cartons into a car and started across town, but in the opposite direction.
Get any action?
And how? We're loading the stuff right now.
Who's loading what stuff right now?
Now, quit squawking. I'll tell you about it later. Hey, Gus, Joe, come here. Get a couple of small cartons off the back of the truck and load them in the turtle back of my car.
Okay, boss.
We're going to put some of the stuff in the car to use as a decoy to keep the radar patrol off our tail.
You mean get them on our tail?
We're not going to be in the car. We're going to be in the truck with the rest of the stuff on the way to the yacht. You get it?
Who is going to be in the car? Yeah, but what if they're caught and do some talking?
They'll never be caught. Alive.
Now, here's the dope. You can get that stuff over to Jack's Surplus Supplies. There's a nice fat bonus for you. And just take it easy and don't drive fast. Get back as fast as you can. Keys in the car.
Right. I hope you know what you're doing.
We'll give him a good head start and then head for the River Road. The helicopter has taken off.
Bill standing by?
Yes, sir.
See if you can contact that plane.
Detector gauge. Some radar equipment just crossed the beam.
Run it down. Notify Bill immediately.
Yes, sir. That's it. The limousine is right on the beam.
Contact Bill and give him the bearing of the car. Then get hold of the helicopter and tell him to keep cruising over town.
Yes, sir. OX3. OX3. Calling OX3.
This is OX3. Go ahead.
The car heading east. License 4M263.
Check. What's up? Spotted a car with some more of that stolen material. Sure didn't wait long to try again. Head for the River Road.
What's wrong with that wheel? I don't know. Something wrong with the steering wheel.
What's wrong with that guy? I don't know, but if he doesn't watch out, he's going to lose control of that car.
Well, do something. I can't. Oh, there he goes.
They've had time enough. Let's go.
OXQ. Just spotted a truck with materials.
It's the helicopter. They've spotted another load of material.
Contact Bill and give him the bearing.
Yes, sir.
Keep in line with that truck.
OX3. Pulling OX3.
Go ahead. Al, that's fine. I'll have him in my hip pocket in no time. There's another car heading up the river road. We'll notify the police about the wreck on the way.
Say, this may be a decoy to throw us off the track.
Smart boy. Let's go.
OXQ. Truck just turned off into Bouquet Canyon. Follow that truck.
You sure this is the right spot?
I guess we're a little early. He'll show up. Don't worry.
Make a landing nearby, we may need some help. I'll get your bearing after you land. Look, we're in a little clearing over behind those trees. Get around behind them and keep us covered.
Well, I see you made it. Joe, see if it's all there.
It's all there, all right. How about the dough?
It's all there. Pay them all.
You'll never get away with this. Michael will want to see the money.
I got news for you. This is Michael's idea.
A double cross, eh? I might have expected it.
All right, hold it.
All right, into that truck.
Look, have the plane keep him in sight. Give me his bearing. I'll be following my car. OXQ, car going northeast over Pennsylvania Avenue.
Let's get out of here.
Relax. Nervous as a cat.
I can't help it. I'd feel a whole lot better if we were on the yacht, miles away from Mickey.
Forget about Mickey. He won't bother you anymore. My boys have taken care of him by now.
You're wrong, brother.
Well, it looks like we underestimated Mr. Moran.
Mickey, I didn't...
Shut up. Turn around, face the wall. Both of you.
Why shoot me? It was Michael who double-crossed you.
It'd be a crime to separate you two.
Leaving without saying goodbye?
What do you want?
Get back in the other room so we can talk.
If it's Blackie you're worrying about, that's been all taken care of.
Yeah?
Sure, I gave Mickey the money to spring him. Didn't he tell you?
No, he didn't. When did this happen?
Why, he just left here a little while ago. Said he was going straight to the lawyer.
You didn't let him get very far. When you're through with a boyfriend, you're really through. Give me the police.
Police department. Hello. Hello. Police department. Police department. Hello?
This is Bill Travis, Radar Patrol. Send homicide in an ambulance to 416 State Street, Apartment 4.
Well, it didn't take long to clean up that case.
Yeah, but before we take any bars, let's remember that if it hadn't been for radar, we might never have found them at all.
That reminds me. The budget for radar patrol is being increased. We'll be able to get that extra equipment you were talking about.
Well, that's good news, Chief.
Say, how about loaning me one of those telemeters? My girl has a date tonight, and I'd like to keep an eye on her.